Like,
Maybe it's downstairs.
the guy's a tractor trailer truck driver, he should be here.
Yeah, right. Schedule.
That's
on
all
time.
right. You're settled in right here, Mr. Hopkins, we got time for you. Okay. All right, we'll resume at 7:04, we convene at deadline. This is a special meeting being held tonight, and the reason for this special meeting, why don't I call it to order, first of all. With a roll call, we have Mike Morissette as the secretary, Peter Mignall as the vice chairman. We got Wes Hopkins, regular member, and Scott Gardner as alternate member. We've got Mary Poitras as our recording secretary, and my name is Frank Zach. I'm the regular member. This meeting tonight is to fill a vacancy. We had a resignation, and we don't have much on the agenda, so I'm not going to be my usual blah, 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 quick read, run out of breath. Let you people who's here as guests, I guess. You are
Steve Walsh.
You are Steve Walsh, but you should be here. We've got the first selectman here. We have Mr. Gagney here. Reason for this meeting, we had a resignation by a Republican member, Scott Maloney. His letter is dated December 23rd, 2020, and I'll read it. It is with regret that I inform you I must resign from my position as a member of the Plainfield Republican Town Committee, effective immediately. As with the recent unexpected sale of our home and subsequent purchase of a new house, I will no longer be a Plainfield resident and therefore unable to remain on the board. Therefore, thank you for the opportunity to be a part of this committee. I wish nothing but the best for the RTC's committee and its members going forward. Sincerely, Travis Maloney with a signature. Now, I alluded to the fact that this letter was dated December 23rd. It was, in fact, received for record, and we are a board of laws and a country of laws. It was received for record on December 28th, 2020. Now, the rules, according to the charter and everybody else's rules, dictate that any committee, doesn't matter ZBA or any town committee, any agency of the town, has 30 days with which they can fulfill a vacancy. If it goes over 30 days, well, then it becomes the party of the person requesting the filling of a vacancy to submit their name. And that will be acted on by the Board of Selectmen. Now, in our case, our meeting will not be until February 2nd, which would put us outside that date. In all fairness, in dealing with my, what I call the Boy Scout attitude, if you show up at a meeting and you show interest, you should be recognized. Now, this vacancy, it will be filling a vacancy of an official that's term expires 11/21/23. So this is to fill an unexpired term. Now I received, and I'm going to put it in the correspondence file, it was not there, I'm going to receive it right now. I received this in hand from a gentleman by the name of Steve Walsh. And I'll read that, I'll read that letter. I'll give him a letter of intent. Stephen Walsh, 9 Canterbury Road, Plainfield, Connecticut, 06374, dated January 21st, 2021. My name is Stephen Walsh. I'm a resident of Plainfield and a registered Republican. I would like to submit my name for consideration to fill a vacancy on the Plainfield Zoning Board of Appeals. Sincerely, Stephen Walsh. Receive that now and put it in correspondence, but it won't read at this meeting. So at that point, I will accept Motions.
I make a motion to put Steve Walsh on the committee.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, that's been voted on. You fill the vacancy, that is you, my friend? All right, well, we're glad to have you, and thank you for your intent to serve on this board. The meetings are the first Tuesday of the month. We will have a packet from the, I guess, planning, zoning, or selectmen's office of the zoning regulations and everything. We'll have that whole package for you when you come, and glad to have you aboard.
All right, thank you.
We have to get sworn in.
Yeah, you'll have to get sworn in. That's why the secretary told me what to do.
Yeah.
And the time constraint, Kevin, is what? How many days? Well, prior to the meeting,
Yeah,
obviously.
prior to the meeting, as long as you're going in prior to the meeting. You'll get a letter for acceptance and then asking you to come in to do, swearing ceremony with the town clerk. Okay? If you want to see me afterwards, so I can get your address and I'll mail it right out tomorrow.
All right.
We'll come this way in, and you'll be welcome to come to our meeting on the 2nd, which will be next Tuesday.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate your interest. And this will all be part of the record. Now, tonight I was given by the first selectman some homework to do. I guess there's a copy for the other board members?
Mm-hmm.
We got some copies of the criteria and things like that, and I guess, it's an application from somebody that we didn't pick up tonight, because I received that, and I didn't know about this, but apparently it must have come from the town committee.
So we got
Let's keep the date with us.
Mr. Chair, if I could speak?
I'm gonna, well, go ahead, and then I'm gonna
All right, thank you.
continue.
Just a brief, the Republican Town Committee had asked for the same, for filling in a spot. We did have one applicant who wanted to at least be with you to speak tonight as well. You see what his resume is there. Unfortunately, he's in Nevada because he's attending a conference. So that's why he could not be here, but you do have at least a, and I'm sure he will look in the future to try to, again, try to be on your board if he could, so.
And I won't beleaguer the subject, but just to keep the dates and everything in order, I'll read this letter. I'm going to read this letter.
Okay.
And I'm going to figure out why. Because I've got a file of correspondence right here, and this letter was not in the correspondence file. I'm going to receive this tonight, and I'm going to put it in the correspondence file. This letter is Adrian Ferrari, 739 Norwich Road, Plainfield, Connecticut, dated January 8th, 2021. My name is Adrian Ferrari. I am interested in filling the current vacancy in the Plainfield Zoning Board of Appeals. I'm a registered Republican residing in the town of Plainfield. Currently a pastor of Church in Canterbury, Connecticut, Faithway Community Church, as well as work as an office manager for ASAP Machine Shop and Fabrication, 89 Millbrook Road, Plainfield. I believe that life is about serving / giving and not receiving, and see this opening as a possibility to do just that, to serve the community that I live and work in. And my resume is enclosed in this letter, so you can review my education, work experience, and achievements. I look forward to working with you, Adrian Ferrari. I received this, and I'm going to comment after. I think it's the responsibility of the Republican Town Committee, if they want to submit a name to our board, which they're entirely correct in doing, they should submit it in a timely fashion. This is dated January 8th. I'm going to receive it tonight because it was not in our file as correspondence. Guy's got a resume longer than mine, which doesn't take much, but we acted on what we had, and as we give this its due on the record, or here's my telephone. Anyway, so that's the deal there. And if we hadn't, had this, if we hadn't had the other one, we still wouldn't have had this one, and I wouldn't have called a special meeting. So that's where I'm at on this, and I respect the Republican Town Committee, but I think they're a little slow in this one, because it should have been in the correspondence file. So I'll do my homework, and at this point, I will entertain motions.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Everyone in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?